What is up, everyone? How are we keeping? Hope you're all keeping well, and welcome back to the channel. Game week 6, we've just under now 55 minutes, just gone 54 minutes until the deadline. So hope you're all keeping well on this Saturday late deadline stream. It's obviously a late deadline today at 1:30. So you're with me now for the next 54 minutes or so. So hopefully you'll stick with me, and hopefully we will get some City team news. Hope everyone is well in the chat. How are we looking in the chat? Adam, good man. Adam, we'll get into you now in a second. Who else have we there? Quick look while this is loading. Good man Sam, and good man Abbas. So if you are watching in the chat, do send us in a question, and I'll get to your questions as soon as possible. Just gonna have a quick look regarding City information at the moment. Just to see what the story is. So nothing major at the moment. As expected, Bernardo Silva isn't in the squad, and Grealish is actually in the squad. So Pep hinted that he could get some minutes. I don't think he'll get 90, but hopefully in the next 45 minutes we will get some concrete news. Right, if you are watching all over the world as well, Please let us know where you're watching from. I know Adam is obviously from Ireland. Sam and Abbas, let us know where you're from. And if anyone else is watching, do let us know. Before we get into it as well, if you aren't subscribed to the channel, please do hit that subscribe button. On the road to 5k subs. Getting there. We've a bit of work to do, but we're on the road to it for sure. Right, on my screen here, I'm on FPL team. That's how I was currently looking. Jackson, I was hoping to wait until just before the deadline before taking out Jackson, so I've missed 0.2 of a million, and Jackson was setting to fall, or was looking likely to fall last night, and Alvarez was looking likely to rise again, so I didn't want to lose 4.4 of a million. So I brought in Alvarez last night. Alvarez is in the team now, and potentially, if you watch my video during the week, I'll be looking at probably more than likely bringing in Botman for Saliba. Just going to set a quick alarm so I do remember to do my team at a 1:15 or around 10 past. I'll do that move. Hopefully we will get some news. But for now, that's how I'm looking. Just off a live as well on Instagram with a FPL General. Top man as well he is. But yeah, right. Who are we now? So Sam, start Sterling or Watkins? I love the videos, mate. Good man. Let us know who else you have. Out of the two, I probably would start Sterling at home. Watkins is ticking along nicely, but he's not getting consistent. Well, he is getting consistent returns, but he's not getting hauls, as you'd say. Doran is looking good at the moment for Villa, but I don't think Watkins is. I surely he won't lose his place. So I probably would start Sterling. Chelsea, they've had a week rest. I am expecting Chilwell to come back in, and Watkins did play. Am I right in saying he come on anyway? Midweek, Duran did score, or Duran, however you say his name. But I'd start the fella at home. How's things, Adam? Good man. Hope you're keeping well. Abbas there. Hey man, you're doing well. Hope you're doing well. I have 2 free transfers: Alvarez for Jackson and Botman for Gabriel. Should I also bring in Trippier for a -4? No, I'd leave it off at that. Jackson in for Alvarez, out for Alvarez. Nothing wrong with that. And then Gabriel for Botman is perfect. You're pretty much doing the same moves as me. I'll just show you how I'd be looking. So I'm going to take out Jackson here, put in Alvarez, and then Saliba out for Botman. And then we can show you how I'm looking likely to plan for the next week or so. Estepinian comes in there for Udigi as well. And after his mistake during the week, to be fair, it was a bad mistake, but he made a few saves after Onana, so really hoping he can get that clean sheet away to Burnley. That 9-pointer, I keep saying, seems so long ago against Wolves on the first game week. But that's how I'm potentially going to look, more than likely going to look for this week. Might move Kabore, or might leave Udigi there, but I think we'll decide on that before the deadline. Then looking at next week, then obviously a double game week for Luton. Could go Morrison as well, but do I really want to? Could maybe bench Estepinian there. So only one double game week player, which isn't too bad. Team isn't looking too bad there really. Don't really need a transfer. and that would bring me up until game week 8 with 2 free transfers. Do I want Bruno, Rashford? Could go Salah then with the 2 free transfers then, and then even Saka to Son there too. So a few things I need to consider, but for now I'll go back to how I'm looking for game week 6, and pretty happy with the team there. Midfield is looking very nice, front 7 are looking good too, and yeah, the two City lads up front, so really should have a few clean sheets there potentially with Botman and Onana. Surely just really hope Chilwell can play, but he should do, and then it's all on Estepinian then. Right, what else have we? Adam, Jackson out, Alvarez in, Botman in for Chilwell. Had 2 free transfers, seems the most obvious. Also have the boss here beside me doing the Masters. Tell her what the crack is going to be had in goal. Go mad, Adam. I don't know if you messaged me back on Instagram yet. Me DMs are a bit of a disaster on there, but I'll try and sort out help you sort out an accommodation place. But working at the weekend as well. Jesus, Saturday morning. Hope the Masters is going well. Chilwell out. Probably would have kept him, but fair enough. You're bringing in a Newcastle lad, so nothing wrong with that. And Alvarez in is all good. Bench Udigi or Estepinian. Abbas, I'd go Estepinian in the starting 11 for sure, and then bench Udigi. Expecting goals in the Arsenal game. If we get Draft Town up there, we'll have a look at the clean sheet odds. I had them up on the video during the week, but I think it's pretty abysmal for the Arsenal and Spurs game. Excuse me. Right, so there they are there now. That's on order. Arsenal 33%, Spurs are probably 14%. He might get attacking return against Arsenal, but no, I'd definitely bench Udigi over Estepinian. Start Botman or Chilwell. Shalzvat, I would start Botman. Try and start Chilwell if you can. Is what I would say, because I'd be very surprised. Potentially it could happen, but I'd be very surprised to see Chilwell on the bench. I don't think he will be, especially with Matty Cash going up and down that side of Chilwell's, and Mudryk. There's not a hope in hell Mudryk is going to be up and down tracking him back. So I do think he will play Chilwell in the hopes to kind of counter that. But very surprised to see him. Obviously 6 points missed out on because he did pick up the yellow last week against Bournemouth. So wee bit frustrating. It's mad to see he was definitely an essential pick last week. Or sorry, the weeks before, and it's crazy to think he's a minutes risk at the moment. But anyway, on a wild card, Arun, who would you choose, Rashford or Saka? I think you have to go Saka on the wild card for sure. Sneak peek at how I'm looking at up there, but Botman will probably be coming in there. Saka 65%. Fair enough. You've the Bournemouth game next week after Spurs. I do think he will get something against Spurs. He's been ticking along. I think it's 4 out of 5 returns, has he? 4 returns in 5 games is very good going. No wonder he's so high owned on penalties as well, and I expect him to continue taking them. Rashford. I do think United will get something against Burnley. They're assets wise anyway, but Rashford is probably the better pick out of Bruno. But saying that, then Bruno is on set pieces, penalties, corners, whatever. But Rashford was a bit not great looking at him during the week in that Bayern game. He was kind of strolling around. Even the Brighton game as well, it wasn't great viewing. But I am really hoping he does get something against Burnley, because I do need it after keeping faith in them in the last couple of weeks. But hopefully he does get something. I'd go Saka there, Aaron, definitely. Thoughts on Gordon? Nothing wrong with him. Did he play during the week against Milan? Let's see. If he didn't, there's a chance he should start against Sheffield. But I wouldn't be going near that Newcastle attack. Even I've seen people bringing in Wilson this week. Fair enough, nothing wrong with that, because Isak did play the 90. Gordon played 63 midweek. I don't know. It's very there's too much rotation in that Newcastle side for fantasy terms anyway. Wilson is a good pick this week because Isak did play 90 minutes. That being said, then looking ahead for later on for future weeks, is Isak going to play some weeks? He more than likely will. So I'd be cautious getting in Newcastle lads. Their defence is grand. Botman in, no bother. That's what I would be saying. Right, texts are coming in the phone, but no City at the moment. Should I sell Jackson for Alvarez, Chilwell, Gusto for Trippier, Share, or both for a hit? We'll be benching Morris if I bring in Alvarez. Luton have Wolves, and I think Alvarez is being brought in this week in the masses, so I think you do have to do Alvarez in for Jackson. I'm assuming you've one free transfer there, Chewy. I'd keep Chilwell. You might. It sounds like your defense doesn't sound too bad, so I'd bring in Jackson for Alvarez for Jackson. Play Chilwell and Gusto, and I'm sure you've got an honest opinion there as well. So that's your three lads pretty much sorted, there as well. Sam Yan, Foden to Mbeumo, and Vissa to Alvarez for free. I'd nearly wait and see do we get Foden news, but if you can get to Mbeumo in another way, that's what I would be saying. I'm just gonna check something here now. Bear with me 2 seconds. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so I'd try and get Mbeumo in another way if you can, but keep Foden and Vissa Alvarez if you can do that by yourself, go for that for sure. Start Jackson or Maddison. Probably would start Maddison. I am expecting goals in that game. What's the chance of scoring? We'll have a look at player rankings for chance of a goal. I doubt Maddison. Oh, sorry, I have to hit that. I doubt Maddison is that high up, but for a goal or assist, he mightn't be too bad. If you can see that on the screen, I'd say he's well down here. To be fair, Maddison probably in around 15 to 20%. Oh, he's miles down, and sure, I might as well just search him as right. What is he there? 22% chance of scoring. He is on set pieces. Son is going to be on penalties, of course. Jackson is probably around the 27 mark. I'm gonna guess he'd be better for scoring for 44%. Fair enough. Jackson can't finish his dinner at the moment, so I probably would just start Maddison, to be honest with you, and I would just probably get rid of Jackson. To be honest, that's what I would recommend. Right, who else have we here now? Sean, Botman in for Chilwell or Saliba. Have 2 free transfers, so getting rid of one. I'd get rid of Saliba, to be honest. Looking at Arsenal's fixtures, especially for clean sheet potential. Fair enough, Bournemouth away next week. Bournemouth away isn't even that easy of a fixture, to be fair. But City and Chelsea, 8 and 9, and then you're obviously going to be wild carding around 9 anyway. So you can bring them back in then 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, up until 16. There looks alright for Arsenal cover. So it's more a short term gain, and getting rid of those lads, Arsenal lads, for defensive cover, and Gabriel, Saliba, especially even Rico Henry lads. If you lads and ladies, if you do own Rico Henry, an easy switch to Botman there. So that's all you need. I do Saliba to Botman. Keep Chilwell. Chelsea don't even have that bad of fixtures from what I do recall. Fulham, Burnley over the next 2 as well. So you'd be hoping Chilwell can kind of get back into the starting 11 for that, and get the returns he was getting in game week 1 anyway, and obviously the clean sheet in game week 3. But he's very hit and miss. He's a wee bit like James of last year, returning and then going hide about her for a few weeks. But hopefully he'll be back in this weekend anyway. Marco, Alvarez for Jackson, and Flecken for Ederson -4. Alvarez for Jackson, yes. Flecken for Ederson, no. It's not for a hit. You've Ederson against Forest. Definitely do not get rid of that. Will Bowen start tomorrow? Iyad, he's ill at the moment. He's ill at the moment. Definitely. Will he start? Who did I play? Liverpool. I'd probably move him on, to be honest with you. Who do they have after? Sheffield? Maybe not so. If he's Sheffield next week, and Newcastle. If you don't have Mbeumo, definitely get Mbeumo for Bowen. Just with that Liverpool fixture, fair enough. He's got Sheffield the week after, but if you don't have Mbeumo there, definitely get Mbeumo in. Is Salah must on wildcard? Was looking to bring him in from game week 10. Oshin. If you're wildcarding now, definitely have Salah in there. If you're not wildcarding, I think Salah's alright to kind of go not with him for the next couple of weeks. I'd only bring in Salah definitely if I'm wildcard. Haaland and Alvarez are the kind of two main lads this week with that Forest fixture. Liverpool do have nice fixtures though, from what I do recall. Fair enough. West Ham at home this week. Where are they there? Spurs after the Spurs game, yeah. So I think we can kind of combat even Brighton in game week 8, and then when everyone is probably wildcarding in game week 9, that's when we go for the Salahs. I won't be saying Trent because he's definitely not worth that money. When the cheap defenders are a lot better. Yeah, we've 54 watching, so I really do appreciate everyone tuning in. If you haven't liked the stream so far, please do give it a like. We're on 12 likes at the moment. If we can get that up a bit more, that'd be very much appreciated. And if you aren't subbed to the channel, please do hit that subscribe button. As I said earlier, we're on the way to 5k subs, but we've a bit of work to do. But yeah, sooner the better. Hopefully you can get me there. But yeah, really would really appreciate that if you did. Is Michael Crane, hi Niall, any plan if Alvarez doesn't start or just leave it as it is? I think I'll leave him in there. I can't see why he won't, to be honest. Pep bigged them up so much during the week. He's on set pieces, he's on corners, so with De Bruyne out, I can't see why Alvarez won't start, to be honest with you. Yeah, so I'll be very surprised. We'll see come 15-20 minutes time if he is or if he isn't. But yeah, I am expecting him to be in there anyway. If he's not, Udigi is first sub there, but I'm gonna leave Alvarez in there. He could easily come on and get something against Forest. Yeah, I'm just going to move Kabore here actually as well before I forget, because there's every chance Luton can get something against Wolves. Let us know as well. Sure, we'll throw in the captain. I know who the answer is going to be, but we'll just throw it in. See if anyone is going against the big man for City. Be interesting to see if anyone's captaining Alvarez. So we'll just throw in this quickly. And I'm sure we'll put in Salah. I know obviously who the answer is going to be, but we'll just see. Right, who else is in here now? Sam, my team is Onana, Trippier, Schär, Estepinian, Saka, Foden, and Mbeumo, Sterling, Maddison, Haaland, Baldock, Turner. And what was your question at the start? Sterling or someone else, wasn't it? Sterling or Watkins, was it? No, Sterling or... can't remember what you said. I would play Sterling anyway. Trippier, Schär, Estepinian is your back three. 3-5-2 is it? No, 3-1-2-3-4-5. Yeah, Maddison or Jackson there. I'll probably play Maddison. I would probably play Sterling over Jackson at this moment. Sterling probably looks a bit better for an attacking output over to Jackson. Jackson he's been very frustrating over the last few weeks, so I'd probably just bench him there, Sam. Jack, should I keep Watkins and Matoma or bring in Alvarez and another midfielder? I'll do Watkins to Alvarez anyway. The thing about Matoma, even last year when Brighton played midweek games, De Zerbi always left Matoma on the bench, and he was bad for rotating the team around. So I wouldn't be surprised to see Matoma on the bench. But having said that, they do have a good fixture in the Bournemouth game this weekend. So I think you have to just start him and hope he does start Jack. But Watkins to Alvarez for sure, definitely. And yeah, hope Matoma starts. But that being said, as I said, I wouldn't be surprised if he doesn't. Archie Ferguson, Chilwell to Schär and Roll, or Chilwell Sterling to Trippier Eze, or Chilwell Sterling to Trippier Eze. No, can you get a Newcastle defender in another way? Archie is what I'd say. Try and keep Chilwell if you can. Try and keep Chilwell. If you have an Arsenal defender you need to get rid of, Jack, do him to Botman. I know there's a few going for Trippier this week. I don't think he's quite played up to his price tag at the moment. So Botman at 4.6. Unfortunately, he rose during the week, but Botman at 4.6. There's nothing wrong with that, and save yourself a bit of money over Trippier. As you know, Trippier is on set pieces and corners, so there's always a chance of an attack and return for Trippier. But I think Botman has one more attack and return than Trippier. Am I right in saying? He did get an assist against Villa. Yeah, one assist to Trippier's nothing. Yeah, so there you go. Botman does have one more attack and return to Trippier there. So, but I'd head me bets on Trippier. But is he worth the money? extra money? Probably not at the moment, but maybe in a couple of weeks' time. Brian, how's it going, Brian? EFC all morning. Did I miss any news? No news yet. Just Silva, as expected, is out of the squad, and Grealish is in the squad. How's the AFC going? I haven't played it yet. I haven't even had time to think about that yet, to be honest. Hopefully I might get it next Friday week, and get into that. But yeah, hope you're enjoying it anyway. I am looking forward to playing that, but just haven't had the time yet. Where are you gone there? Watkins, Alvarez, David. Yeah, I'd go for that. Definitely over the next few. And that being said, if you are wild carding, then you can always get Watkins back in game week 8 when Villa have their nice fixture run. I think game week 8 onwards is starting off with Wolves. Yeah, look at that. So game week 8 to game week 12 is lovely for Villa. So if I'm wild carding, potentially probably going to be 9 Villa assets will be. I'll have probably at least 2 a defender, Matty Cash, and Watkins can come in there as well. So over that run of fixtures, maybe even Martinez and goals, but I don't think I'll double up on Villa lads. But yeah, they do look very well for over that run. Foden starting in the leagues. Robert, nothing yet at the moment. I'll have a quick look on the phone. Nothing at the moment. No City news. Forest news, but I don't think you'll need Forest. No, I don't think you'd want Forest news against City. I already have Foden, so need to sell him, or Ederson for Alvarez. Marco, fair enough. I probably would leave on it Ederson, so sell him off. Alvarez in for Nunes. Neil, yeah, get Alvarez in. Jack Cooney, think I'm going to do Watkins and Matoma out for Alvarez and Sterling. Wouldn't bring in Sterling this week, to be honest. If you have Mbeumo, get Alvarez in, fair enough. If you don't have Mbeumo, maybe even a Spurs lad as well, get them in. But I don't think I'd be bringing in Sterling this week. Sean, could you check Foden chance of scoring? Choose him over Madison and Alvarez over Jackson in game week 4. So feeling good this week. So Foden for a chance for a goal, no bother at all. We'll check that for you. What is he there? 26% chance of scoring. But I think his points was pretty high. I think it was around the 6 mark when I was doing the video during the week. What's he there? 5.8. Yeah, so around the 6 points mark. If he is starting, you would expect in return, whether that be an assist and a clean sheet, that'll get you your 6 points. What did you do? You brought him over Madison and Alvarez over Jackson. Okay, fair enough. So it did pay off going in Alvarez. What's Madison predicted points this week? What's that? 4.4. I am expecting something for Spurs anyhow, but yeah, hopefully it is Madison. Josh, how's it going, Josh? Thinking of playing wildcard. Should I keep one of Rashford or Bruno? Should I get rid of Onana and is Estepin into Lamptey a good move to make some funds? Josh, I'd keep Rashford over Bruno out of the United lads. Just Rashford, when we are looking dangerous, Rashford does look a lot better than Bruno, and if Bruno's playing on the right, hopefully he does play Pellistri, but Pellistri was very quiet last Wednesday against Bayern. Martial did well when he came on. Will that make him start this game? No, I don't think so. But yeah, we'll see. Out of the two, I'd keep Rashford, and then Bruno can come out to give you money. Should I get rid of Onana? Probably would for Nick Pope. Yeah, wouldn't be surprised if we do get a clean sheet against Burnley this week. But long term, that's fair enough if you go Pope or if you go Flecken. How are we looking? Burnley, Palace, Brentford, Sheffield. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if we do get a clean sheet this weekend. Hopefully we do, because Onana has been pretty disappointing, as I was saying during the week so far. Estepinian to Lamptey? No, I don't think so. Estepinian is your man for Brighton for sure. So I wouldn't. On your wild card, I'd probably have two Newcastle lads. Alvarez up top with Haaland, Mbeumo in there for sure. Saka, Rashford, Salah if you're on your wild card. Actually, Josh, definitely have Salah in there too. That's what I would be saying. Watkins to Alvarez. Yeah, David, definitely do. Thoughts on Sean Luca, good man, Sean Luca. Thoughts on triple captain in Brighton's up and coming youngster Kyle Rosson in game week 7 against Pugon FC. Sean Luca, no, definitely not. He needs a couple of chances before he gets one, Sean. So I'd leave him off. Good man, Sean. Leave him off this week, next week. He might have a few points and then get a bit of curves then and ease the nerves, and he might score a few then, but he definitely needs a few chances. All I'm saying, Sean. David Mannion, Watkins, Alvarez. Yeah, I'd do that. Alvarez will start. Yeah, I can't see why he won't. We've no news yet, but I can't see why he won't. Everyone asking Watkins, Alvarez. That's going to be a very, very popular transfer move this week. Yeah, I would bring in Alvarez, but if you've waited this far, you're as well wait another 15 minutes to see if we do get a City team news. How long do you reckon Martinelli will be out? What did Arteta say in the press conference? We'll have a quick look. I think he said, where is this on? Yeah, they're still assessing him, Martinelli. So if you have Martinelli, I don't think it sounds great. Arteta said, let's see if you can make the game or not. So I don't think that sounds too promising for Martinelli owners. Trossard got his goal, so I can't see why he won't be. I can't see why he won't be given a start. Where are we gone here now? How long do you reckon Martin? I would need a -4 to get him out. Yes, Sid Sharma. If you don't have Mbeumo, if you don't have Madison, get them in for Martinelli for sure. If you can get to Salah, obviously I don't think you can. If you're questioning it, but do Mbeumo, Madison. They're the lads you should be getting in if you're getting rid of Martinelli. Maybe even Foden as well if you wanna pick Foden against Forest, but give us another 10 minutes and hopefully we might get some news. Start Estepinian, Chilwell, Vardiol or Botman. Botman definitely, Estepinian definitely. See who's starting then out of Chilwell, and if Vardiol is starting, go Vardiol. But hopefully we might get some news on that. Shane start Matoma, João Pedro, and Pedro Porro, John Egan. Jesus. Sheffield play against Newcastle, so wouldn't be playing John Egan anyway. Matoma out of João Pedro definitely. It's just Ferguson and Welbeck. Ferguson should be back from his illness, and Welbeck should be sniffing around there for a start as well. Pedro Porro or John Egan, probably Porro, so more chance for an attacking return. Did he play last week, Porro? I think he did against Sheffield. I was just more focused on Udigi. I didn't even have any thoughts about Pedro Porro, to be honest with you, but I think he did. Yeah, he played 90 anyway, so should be fine. Porro for the chance of an attacking return, but I can't see a clean sheet for either really. Hitting you with loads of questions today, Sean. No bother at all. Keep them coming. Am I mad to start Kabore? No, you're not. He's got Wolves. I'd only start him ahead of an Arsenal Spurs defender. Arsenal Spurs. Yeah. If you can't take a hit, if you don't have 2 free transfers, I'd just start him ahead of Udiger or Saliba. For example, I've one left here, so I'm going to be more than likely bringing in Botman. But if I didn't, I probably would nearly start Kabore over Saliba and Udigi and hope Kabore can get something, because he was very unlucky not to get an attacking return last week. I think he'd 2 or 3 crosses into the box against Wolves. Who were they playing last week? Fulham. That should have been goals from what I read. So he's been decent. XG, X assists, 0.37, maybe not so, but he's been coming up there. He's attacking anyway for a 4-minute defender. It's not bad at all. I would probably play him over Saliba, Gabriel, or a Spurs defender. Should I do Maddison to Sterling? Yeah, definitely not. Keep Maddison. Liverpool up against Spurs next week as well, but I'll definitely be playing him for those fixtures. He was unlucky not to get a penalty, obviously against Sheffield last week, so I wouldn't deter away from him just because he blanked against Sheffield. He's pretty much at the centre of everything for Spurs, so yeah, I definitely wouldn't get rid. 25 minutes to go, so until the deadline. If you are watching the stream, please do give it a like if you haven't liked it already. On 20 likes at the moment. If we 50 watching, if we can get close to 25 or maybe even 30, and if you are watching, sorry, and you're not subscribed, I just want to push this once more. Please do hit that subscribe button. We're on the road to 5k subs, and we're nearly there. And with your help, that I would really appreciate it. You can help me get there. Sam, what's your question? So you meant Watkins. I'm just going to end this poll to get it out of the way here. Haaland was the main shout anyway. Sam, where are you gone? What was your my team is Onana, Trippier, Schär, Estepinian, Watkins. Yeah, so between Watkins and Sterling, probably would play Sterling, to be honest with you, and bench Jackson is what I would say there, or Sam. John Stone, Turner, Gusto, Estepinian, Saliba, Baldock, Rashford, Fernandes, Saka, João Pedro, and 2 free transfers. What can be done? Watkins to Alvarez there, William, and Saliba to Botman, and you're laughing. There you go. There's your 2 free transfers. Which defender am I taking out? Cam. I'm taking out probably Saliba, to be honest with you. I've made me 0.1 on him. Let's check my team value actually, because I missed out on the price changes during the week. What am I? 101.1 team value after everything. So not the worst, definitely not the best either. But yeah, I'll be doing Saliba out. Areola and Turner, thinking of selling Turner. Best goalkeeper to buy, 5 million under. Hello all. Good man, Shane. I'll go Pope there. Pope or Flecken, probably Pope, to be honest with you. What is he, 5 million? Oh no, he's 5.5, sorry. Probably Flecken, so Flecken's 4.6 is here, 4.5, 4.6 anyway, 4.5, yeah, so there you go. Flecken is your man. Jack, last game it was definitely one to forget about me. 7.6 in the bank for a new midfielder. Is Sterling the best option with that money or someone else? We'll have a look here for you. If Foden is starting, Jack, I'd be tempted to go Foden, to be honest with you. What are you, 7.6, so we can go 8. Diaby isn't bad. Foden 7.6, bang on 7.6 Foden. If he's starting, Jack, I'd go for Foden in there for sure. Brian, defender, much tougher on apparently. I've only done squad battles and on offline drafts so far, so not sure on the gameplay. Fair enough. I saw their hypermotion technology or something and their player styles. It looks cool enough anyway, and it's going to be mad enough with the women in the team as well. They're an ultimate team, but we'll see how that goes. Something else as well, Pro Clubs looks cool as well. So looking forward to hopping on with the lads on Pro Clubs. Should I do Maddison to Sterling and Jackson to Alvarez? Yash, no. Keep Maddison, Jackson to Alvarez, fair enough. Udiga for Botman for a 4-point hit. No, Adam, keep Udiga for the 4-point hit. You basically need Botman to get a clean sheet just to break even. I don't think he'll get an attacking return in Botman, so I think there's no point taking the hit for defender. That's what I'll do yet. Control Alt Delete, good man, hope you're keeping well. Abbas didn't transfer in Botman. No, I'll be doing that in a couple of minutes time, to definitely before the deadline. Just waiting to see if we do get City news, and but Botman is going to come in. It's just I'll be doing it sooner rather than later. It'll be done before the deadline, don't worry. Right, here we go. I think we've got some news, so I'm just going to check on the phone here.
Seeing if I can get any inspiration who to start. I don't know whose cat that is. It must be a sign.
Oh Jesus! I think Alvarez could be benched. Or is that?
Just out for a pre-match. It must be a sign.
Yeah.
Just out for a pre.
What does that mean? So bear with me here 2 seconds. I hate these cryptic messages from this lad on Instagram, but lazy FPL. I don't know. Team news on ticks on Instagram. Okay, why did he say? Okay, fair enough. Foden Alvarez start. Doku starts. Fair enough. So, but team news and ticks. If I get this up on screen here, he's saying this video. Does this not mean Alvarez is bench? But surely it doesn't. Am I right? Am I wrong in saying this or what? Team. I'm not logged in on an FPL account, so I can't get it up. This is my own profile. Crap. Apparently we should be alright. So if Let's Talk is saying Alvarez start, we should be fine. So I'd say we're alright. Anyway, back to this. So can manage get Alvarez and bench Foden or just start Foden. If Foden starts, then I think we're alright. I just want to see why did this lad post that on or he could have deleted his Instagram.
Just out for a pre-match walk, seeing if I can get any.
Yeah, I don't get that match league lineup lad on Instagram saying that Alvarez isn't starting.
Out for a pre-match walk, seeing.
Anyway, right. Foden. Anyway, there's one saying another thing another. Anyway, it looks like Alvarez is starting, but your man league team news is always right. He's hinting that Alvarez is benched, but I think it's alright anyway. Right, I'm gonna have to do my own transfer in a minute or two. Get Alvarez and bench Foden or start Foden. Start Foden there. Any news on Alvarez? It looks like he is starting. I'm pretty baffled by that post on Instagram, but we won't get into that, to be honest. He normally kind of messes with people, but he's normally very reliable. Jackson to Alvarez for -4 Aaron. I probably wouldn't do it for a hit. Afternoon, mate. Is it worth transferring Watkins out for Alvarez or rolling the transfer? I bring in Alvarez, yeah, if he's set to start, yeah. Appreciate that for lads commenting that on stream. I was just that lad is normally correct, but I think he's taking the piss. So Vardiol or Digne, if Vardiol is starting, then we're fine. We're fine on that. So have Areola, best Turner. Yeah, this week I would play Areola over Turner. Potentially more save points for Areola, and City will definitely get a few. Have I locked Alvarez in, Peter? Yeah, he's in. Do you know what? I'm actually going to do the Botman transfer now before I forget. Turn off this alarm before it goes off on stream. Grand. So Saliba out. And bringing in Botman there. 4.6. So that's my second transfer used there on stream. Confirm free transfers. Saliba out. Botman in. Confirm. So there we go. That's pretty much me locked in. So still baffled by that on Twitter. I'm afraid nearly to bring up Twitter in case something dodgy comes up on stream. But I think it's alright. Let's Talk FPL is saying what? Yeah, we're grand. Okay, that sounds so. All good. Good stuff, Andy. Right, lazy FPL. So I can't get over that team news and ticks that he's got his comments turned off. Maybe he deleted the tweet. So, but I just don't understand that. But we'll forget about it anyway. Right, back to this. So, is Saka an essential? Yeah, I'm wildcard Josh definitely. Foden for Sterling or Bruno? No, keep Bruno. Keep Bruno for sure. Bruno nailed 2 great fixtures to come. Yeah, that's definitely it. Maddison or Foden? Doku. I'd keep Maddison done. What's the thing in defence wise? One to play Kabore, Diassi or Saliba. Probably would play Diassi there at home to Villa. Saliba or Rudiger? Out of the two, probably Saliba in case Arsenal keep a clean sheet. I don't think they will. I think Spurs will get one, but I'd probably just go Saliba. He hogs bonus points. if Arsenal get a clean sheet. Yeah, Don Madison or Foden, Doku. I'd keep Madison in there, to be honest with you. If you're on wildcard, maybe take a punt on City lads. You can always get Madison in again. Can manage Son or Madison. Who do I opt for? I got Mbeumo, Saka, Rashi, and Bruno. If you've got the money, fair enough. You can go for Son there. Nothing wrong with that at all. Grand. Have a locked Alvarez in. Yeah, he's in there. Yeah, definitely. Alvarez on the bench. Josh. No, it looks like Alvarez is starting. So we're all good in that retrospect. Just have a quick scroll through Twitter. Okay. So Diaz, Foden, Alvarez, and Haaland all start. So Diaz, if anyone has a Kanji, maybe, or even Ake, in defence. Grand, okay. Stop getting Alvarez. No, we have him in there. Got Haaland, Foden, and Verdial. How do I get to Alvarez? I think you might have to go without him this week. So if you already have three, Verdial is starting anyway. So I don't think there'd be point getting in. Well, from Twitter anyway. Right, Twitter's gone a bit mad. Yeah, if you're watching that team news, is that not very confusing?
Just out for a
Because he has Alvarez on the bench, but with a D, I don't understand why he did that. To be honest with you.
sign.
But I don't know. Maybe I don't watch Dragon Balls anyway. But yeah, Alvarez is starting anyway. That just got a bit flustered over that. But all grand. I just didn't understand his mixed messaging. But Alvarez is grand, so we're okay. On wildcard, keep Kabora and have 0.6 million in the bank, or bring in Udigi and have 0 million. I think you keep Kabora for his double game week next week. I think I could be potentially playing him. Everton and Burnley is a good chance of a clean sheet, at least over one of the games from Luton for Kabora. Sorry. Keep Maddison or sell Maddison because can't get funds to work for the defence. I would keep Maddison definitely. Robert, good man, updated the caption sound. I missed that. That's all grand. Verdial starts. Oh, okay, Alan, good man. I didn't understand that, so don't watch Dragon Ball Z. So Doku is Goku sound, good man. What am I looking for? Verdial. I think Verdial is. Just want to double check it. Or maybe he isn't. I thought someone had said in the chat that lazy FPL did say. Yeah, Verdial starts. So yeah, Christian. Yeah, keep Verdial because he is starting. Is a Kanji starting? Marcus, don't know. Don't know on a Kanji. Verdial starting. Diaz is starting. So would he play Verdial left back? Don't know if he will. Diaz is starting. Verdial is starting. So that's two defenders that are starting. So don't know about a Kanji, but a Kanji came on during the week. So yeah. And thanks for that, Alan. Good man. And thanks for that, Rob. Sell Sterling for Mbeumo. I'll bring in Mbeumo definitely. If you don't have him, Brentford's next couple of fixtures are tasty enough. Everton and Forest. Fair enough, United in 8, but Burnley then in 9, so they do have a nice run of fixtures. Is it worth -4 for Watkins to Alvarez? Probably not a -4. Nothing wrong with it long term. If you're wildcarding in game week 8, go for it. And you can get Watkins back in. But yeah. That's what I would say. Good man, Christian, no bother at all, I must say. Verdial 2. Right. Vam CK, how's it going, man? Hope you're keeping well. You keeping Chilwell? Yeah, I do expect him to come back in, as I was saying earlier. Matty Cash on that side, on Chilwell's side, I can't see Mudryk coming up and down, doing some defensive work. So I'm expecting Chilwell to come back into the team. We'll be very very surprised if he's benched 2 weeks in a row. Hopefully he isn't, but yeah, I am expecting him to come back in. That's why I'm keeping him. Don't think it's worth getting rid of him as well. Chelsea do have a nice run of fixtures, and if he comes back in, then Villa, fair enough this weekend. Fulham and Burnley should see some returns there. Hopefully, fingers crossed, if he can get back into the starting 11. Saka or Foden, if wildcard and Dylan, I'd still keep Saka. Foden's a nice little punt if you do want him. Just I'd say he's around 15% owned maybe. Let's have a look and see. 12% owned, so nothing wrong with going Foden. Just Saka is the security of for the ownership. Sorry, he's 65% owned. So if you go against Saka, you're pretty much, if he gets a return, it's going to be a red arrow. So I wouldn't bet against Saka. What else have we here now? Right, 8 minutes to go to the deadline. I'm happy enough with my team anyway, so we'll keep going here. Why sell Saliba, Kelvin? Because they're upcoming 4. Spurs this weekend, then they've City and Chelsea over the next 4. Sorry, fair enough. They've Bournemouth next week. Am I right in saying? Yeah. So City in 8 won't be playing Saliba then, and then Chelsea away. They might get a clean sheet against Chelsea, but I don't really want to risk it. Yeah, Udige has decent fixtures after Liverpool, from what I remember. Yeah, Luton, Fulham, Palace. Yeah, so that's why I went Saliba out before him. Double down on Newcastle defence, Dawn, or one Newcastle defender and one City defender. Probably would double down on Newcastle. City defence is pretty. It's like a minefield trying to see which one each week. So I'd go double Trippier and Botman and Schär if you don't have the funds for that. That's what I'd go for. Chilwell or Saliba to Trippier. Saliba there. Keep Chilwell. You convinced me to keep him. Chilwell, Vam CK. Hopefully he does something for us. So this week, as I said, then if he does well this week, he's a nice run of fixtures over the next few too. Sean, Triple City, Rashford and Bruno surely seen a green hour this week. Hope so. Don't jinx us, Sean. I've double City, double United, same as you. So hopefully we do get something. After the bad week, I dropped 600k places, 317k to 819k. So need a green hour this week for sure, and get back to where I wanted to be, and even higher up than that. But as long as I'm near top 100k by the next international break, I'll be happy enough with that. Christian, what do you think of Brighton's Pedro? Made some goals recently. He's on penalties when he does play, but he got 90 during the week, so I wouldn't be surprised to see Welbeck or Ferguson in on the team this week. Bournemouth at home, you would be expecting something. I need to check. Did I do this before we go? I think I did though. Yeah. Alright, so grand. Would you start Pedro over Maddison, Adam? No, I think I would start Maddison. Best 4.7 midfield defender, already got Botman. Is it worth doubling up on Newcastle defence? I don't think you'll get into the Newcastle defence. Maybe Dan Burn, but is he enough? Maybe Burn there, yeah. If you want double, maybe him. 4.7. You've Udige, but he does have Liverpool next week, so you can't really play him this week or next week. So you'll probably be benching him 2 weeks in a row. Cash isn't bad. Game week 8 onwards. If you're on wildcard though, Josh, aren't you? Probably double up on Newcastle. Yeah, that's what I probably would say. And then you can bring in Cash then later on when Villa's fixtures turn well. Make sure as well if you if you are starting Onana, make sure to change it for Turner. Just make sure to bench Turner, because that could easily be a minus points for Turner with the route for City if it does happen. 4 minutes to go. We'll keep going. So worth doing Watkins or João Pedro to Alvarez for -4. Pedro, fair enough if you can do Pedro, because then that'll be getting rid of a flame that you need to take out. So I'd definitely say Pedro to Alvarez, because I don't think Pedro's going to start this week. What else have we then? Yeah, Twitter's always talking about Foden. Alright. If you are watching the stream, lads and ladies, as well, please do give it a like as well. We're nearly at 35 likes. And if you aren't subscribed, please do hit that subscribe button. Kieran Wald, Saliba to Botman for -4. I probably wouldn't, seeing as it's a hit. You basically need Botman to get a clean sheet just to break even. There's a chance Saliba could get a clean sheet against Spurs. Probably not. If you take it for -4, it'll probably even itself out. So up to yourself there if you do want to go for it. Botman needs to keep his clean sheet for you to break even. Better long term move maybe, so maybe I would just say go for it. But keep in mind that Newcastle have to get a clean sheet for you to break even this week. It's a better long term move for sure. But yeah, I think even now before if Newcastle do keep a clean sheet, Botman could be 4.7, 4.8 before next weekend. Just because he's so cheap. Yeah, before we go, keep sending those questions as well. If there's anyone in Ireland or abroad that does want to come to this next weekend, let us know. We're having our first Irish FPL meetup of the season. Game week 7 on Pucon, County Galway. Nice crowd coming already. So if you do want to come, give us a message on Instagram or Twitter, and I'll add you to the guest list, because I might have to request more seating in the back area. So shout out to Pucon as well. They're sponsors of this channel as well, so big shout out to them for giving us this area free of charge. Obviously going to be a great day. 12:30 game, Aston Villa and Brighton, Arsenal on TV at 3 then, and then finishing off at Spurs and Liverpool. So nice crowd coming, as I said. Do come. If even if you are coming by yourself, definitely do come. It's going to be definitely be a great day out. A lot of people came on their own last year, and yeah, it was like they're meeting people with their same interests, so it doesn't matter at all if you come on your own. It's just basically watching football, chatting football, and drinking pints, so nothing wrong with that at all. Right, quick last two, Matoma to Mbeumo for -4. I'd be nearly tempted to go for it quickly, to bring in Mbeumo. Saliba or Chilwell to share. Saliba, get rid of Saliba, as I was saying all stream. Sharon Botman, best 2 Newcastle defenders. Budget wise, I just said Trippier hasn't played up to his price potential at the moment, but Trippier could easily get something this weekend. Attacking wise, as I said, Botman does have an attacking return compared to Trippier's no attacking return. But yeah, I would go Botman to save you money. Shearer's on a few set pieces as well. If you watch Newcastle, he's somehow on taking some free kicks. So he has got that in the locker. But Botman for now for sure. And if you can afford it, if you're not planning on bringing in Salah, in a couple of weeks' time, go Trippier if you do want to go that route. But for me, I'm thinking about Salah over the next few weeks. So Botman has come in to try and save a bit of money. I think that's the deadline just about gone there also. It's just hit 1:30, so late week this week, with the Game Week 6 deadline, as I did say. I'll bring it up on screen here. I think it has just gone though. Yeah, there we go. So that's Game Week 6 out of the way. Hoping for some United returns anyway to repay the fate. Just hoping for a green hour basically. So hopefully we do get one. But yeah, if you aren't subscribed, please do hit that subscribe button. We're very, very close to think it's 4,180. So I think we're 2 subs off that at the moment. So 1 sub actually now. So if you aren't subscribed, please do hit that, and we'll be 20 off 4,200. And then the grind starts up to trying to get to 5k. But yeah, we're just one sub off it. So if you are watching and you're not subscribed, please do hit that subscribe button. So Sharon Botman, that's all I was saying there. Before I go, then just a reminder, obviously, about that FPL meetup. If you do want to come, please do give us a shout, because it'll be guest list, and if you're not on the list, you won't be allowed into the event. Anything else on Twitter? Nothing else yet at the moment. And if you are on Instagram, why not throw us a follow as well, at FPL Era on Instagram and Twitter there as well. Grant, right. No other questions? I don't think so. We're on 36 likes. If you haven't liked the stream as well, do throw it a like for the stream as well. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. So a few bits to do now before the 3 o'clock game, so might tip off now. So appreciate you all for tuning in. Yeah, no, that's fair enough. Right, we'll leave it at that. So there's people dropping off, so we won't stay too much longer. Thanks for watching. Game week 6 out of the way. Hopefully we'll be back after a green arrow this week, and 1 free transfer ahead of the double game week, where potentially we might go looking at getting some Luton players in. But for now, I'll leave it at that. Thanks for watching. Really appreciate it. See you during the week for the Game Week 17 selection, and we'll see you next week then for either in person or online at the Golden meetup, or online for the stream on Saturday morning. With potentially a special guest as well flying over from England, but we have to organise that during the week for sure. Right, leave it off. Thanks for that. See you during the week. Best of luck for the week, and hopefully you get a green arrow. See you then.